Hey folks, this is Misha, or Agent Agnes. You probably know that if you've gotten this far in the podcast so far. I just wanted to say we appreciate every single one of your listens, and we really hope you enjoy this fun little project we do, and we hope that you're having a fun time just kind of tagging along for the ride, and it's kind of, chaosy, if you know what I'm talking about. Just a little bit of info. If you like us that much and you keep listening every week, we'd really like it if you could like and review whatever platform you listen to us on. That really helps the algorithms for us to, just reach out to more and more people who might like the podcast. And you can find us on Instagram at Chaos Engine Pod, and we love to talk to you all. So if you wanted to ask us any questions or reach out, we have some giveaways sometimes. Just give us a follow there too. Kind of helps us know what we can do better and just to reach out to all of you. So thank you all for listening again, and have a great day.
Team left Yakima about 9:15 to get into Ellensburg. They need to make sure they can find a place to park and get everything set up, get their plan in motion. It's my understanding Strauss is going to park himself on a bench across the way, kind of watch the front. Jim Duffy was going to sit in the alleyway, seeing if anybody came in or out that way. And a reflux would be flying a drone around the streets, checking on everything, while Agnes was inside by herself, mic'd up. Agnes proceeded inside, and she met Marissa Kress there, who had informed her that she'd also gotten a phone call the night before. But it was from Agnes, but it was the same phone number. The team was immediately suspicious, obviously, of this. And they learned that Melissa Beck was potentially part of a rival bad coven to Marissa Kress' good coven in the town. The team went to go check out Lunar Gifts again, and they found Melissa Beck still alive, even though they saw her the night before with her throat slit. End of recording 9.
So yeah.
The rest of you,
I think we're just walking up
to arrive.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on.
Well,
hum-de-dum-de-dum.
So we ended on a pretty cliffy cliffhanger.
How do you react to this?
Well, after my little bit of sanity loss, I see it as like the 1 point he lost is sort of like a shock, and he just sort of.
I think I assume you go wide-eyed.
Yeah, like wide-eyed immediately, but it's. I mean, you ever just knock your head and just just kind of shock to your system a little bit?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like when you're sleeping and you fall, and you get that little.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, and he just acting really quick, speed walks to the back and pulls the curtain, takes a look, and walks out the front door. No matter what anybody says to him while he's doing this.
I think as you do that, I'll let you guys take your headphones off while we can have this little before you guys get there. You speed walk to the back. She's like, "Excuse me,
ignoring her push pass.
That's probably you can't do that." And you lift that, and you look in there, and you see an office. There's papers kind of scattered everywhere,
the same as before. Yeah. But nothing, no blood,
nothing.
I mean it like he's just objective. Open, look, turn around, and walk out the front door.
Okay,
and immediately.
I'll go for it.
Well, I need that.
Yeah.
Quick.
So I don't know how long.
Be away from you, get his headphones on.
Jeez, it's fine. I can hear you. Go for it.
I don't know.
So you guys, I'm gonna leave a little break and I'll describe that, and then you can. So you guys are walking towards the outside of Lunar Gifts,
and you see the door come open, and Strauss comes walking out. And then you, Strauss, you look to your left, and you see them approaching.
He speed walks over to you guys. I need one of you to look in that window now.
Okay, I start walking.
It's like,
I look in the window.
as a reflex, is like, where?
What is he?
You look into the window. You look through. There's no window. There's just the front door.
Yeah,
you
well,
look into the door.
Look into the store.
Right.
Okay.
You look through the door, and you see that the lights are on. Everything looks clean, shiny. Do you open the door?
The front door?
Yeah.
I mean, I look at Strauss and be like, do I need to go in there?
Tell me who's in there.
Okay, I walk in and I look.
You open the door, and you see a woman standing behind the desk with brown dreads and a flowery dress. And she's looking at you. She's like, does that guy just walk out? Is that guy out there still?
He's a little weird. We love incense, but it takes some time. He has to warm up to it. The smell kind of gets to him, but when he gets there, he really likes it. He'll buy a lot. Don't worry about it. And I walk out.
Okay. Give me a sanity check.
Oh, no! All right. That's a fail.
Okay.
Wasn't that a 16?
Wait, it's a 6 and a 10. Wait, what is that?
That's 16.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
16.
right. Oh man, this is the first time I'm rolling well. Thank you. I can't do math.
Something
I
weird.
kept looking. I was like, yeah. Anyways.
You take 1 point of sanity loss as you see her.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't.
If you come back around, he's like, "That's Melissa."
Right. And
I'm like looking reflex in the eyes, like that's Melissa, right?
Yeah, as you stepped into the
she's
thing,
supposed
you
to be
just
dead.
smelled patchouli. There's no smell of iron, anything like that you smelled the night before.
Did Duffy and I already arrive?
Yeah, you guys are there.
Okay.
Debbie didn't see that bitch.
All right,
Mhm.
I think we need to get out of here. I'm kind of worried. I'm worried that the Delta Green agents came by and did something. So, although that doesn't explain why she's alive. We saw her dead. She's alive now. This is freaking me out.
Agnes probably, she's like, she wants to go check too. She'd be like,
No, trust me.
Melissa's alive. She probably just like,
look
I need
for
to
yourself
see it.
if you need to.
She would probably look. She would look.
You
Yep.
pop back in.
Melissa's like, "What the fuck do you want?"
Buy something.
She'd be looking at you. She's like, "Are you with them?" And you see her standing there looking at you. She's like, "What? Is this some sort of a joke?"
Can I do a human test on her?
Sure. Give me a roll.
That's a 32 under 81.
Okay. What are you humanting?
Is she...
Genuinely confused.
Yeah, is she generally
Yeah.
confused? She just has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, she's just looking at you guys. She's like, "What are you doing? Who are you? Why? Are you related with the other two that walked in here?"
Yeah, they're my co-workers.
Give me a sanity check.
Sure. You know what, I'm gonna switch it up.
Switch it up.
Okay. That is a 26 under
Ooh,
64.
good job,
You're gonna take 1 point.
Yeah. Okay, so hold on. So I'm like, okay. So do we? So I pull her out. I'm like, just 1 second, I pull her out. So talking. So Melissa wasn't associated with Marissa at all. Marissa was
No.
we don't associate necessarily with Melissa, right?
No, you guys were told in the phone that you called that she was one of the bad ones, I believe.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's why they killed her.
But at
But
the
she's
coffee
not
shop,
dead.
Marissa said that she wasn't with them. She wasn't bad, though.
And she wasn't aware that she was
Right.
even dead.
The note said it,
Right.
not Marissa.
Yeah, the note. That's the thing, is that the whole reason we were even at that coffee shop is because we saw Melissa Beck's dead body. There was writing on the wall and a note for Agnes that called this number.
Part of me wants to show Melissa the photo I took of her room bloodied.
Give her a sanity check.
Oh, shit.
But I don't want to do that because it's a bad
Okay.
idea, but I want to do it. So at this point, I need to suspect that Melissa's still bad, and that I feel like talking
We're
to
getting
Marissa.
fucked with.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we can put the pieces together if we just try. So someone, person X, whatever, sent a familiar to you guys
Yes.
via security footage or real life.
Real life.
So knew where you were, sent a familiar, sent you guys to this store, right?
Mm-hmm.
Knew that we were all going to find a dead body. After the person died, someone placed a note. Then we left, and everything's all cleaned up.
Mm-hmm.
Marissa says she is not affiliated with Melissa, but knows that she is into witchy shit, whatever, culty shit.
Witchcraft.
Whoever placed the note and had us call them said Melissa's on the bad side.
And either
they
faked her dead body,
But how could they?
Or we were under some influence when we went in.
Or-
But then Marissa is not affiliated with this person and also gets a call to meet us. So does that mean Marissa is on the good side? Because that's what the person in the note said, is we are on the good side, we're trying to help you meet us.
That would mean there's a second group that's on the good side?
somebody's jerking us around.
Yeah, we're getting jerked. I hate being jerked around.
I hate being fucking jerked off. And then where is the other Delta Green?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the other Delta Green?
Yeah.
What did you, Strauss? What did you see when you went back to the back room?
Clean, spotless.
I mean, didn't the note have like some blood on it? Did it not?
No, it had no blood. It was placed after.
I mean, you got like a blood sample. I believe, but I don't remember.
I think I did a check to see if it was human blood, and yeah, it was indeed
We were
all
like,
human
you
blood.
can't test that quickly. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what to do.
But what was written on the wall again?
It wasn't hell is me. It was the end is near.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
end is near.
Is there anybody else in the incense shop?
End is soon, is what it said.
Do you guys want to interrogate her?
The thing is, I kind of want to like minimize our risk by meeting with Marissa first before we talk
that's
about
gonna
any
be
of this.
tonight,
I know
so I
that's
gotta
me.
figure out what we're gonna do with the rest of the day.
But that's also really pedantic, acid reflux, paranoid of everything.
Sure. I just don't know if we can trust Marissa.
I don't trust anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
That's why I'm
starting
like,
not
to
even
trust
myself.
her more. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm starting to
Not
trust her
even-
more, but I'm still not to the point where I'm like, what do you think about this?
Yeah. This is tricky. And today at the rodeo is the, what events?
Today would be the just kind of qualifiers. There's like a little I'm trying to let me see what the events are today.
Probably nothing to do with anything that we want to investigate at the moment.
So today
I wanna
we
find
have
tattoo
the
shops.
Kittitas Fair opens at, it's already open now. There is a carnival and midway rides that open up. There is the Ellensburg Rodeo happens. So there's like the beginning of the rodeo. And then the fair closes at 11 p.m. So you guys
Okay.
will be meeting till probably, I would say, you have to reach out to Marissa to see when you guys are going to meet up, but it wouldn't be probably till like 10-ish, if not
That's what
11.
I was assuming,
Yeah.
yeah.
To me, it feels like we are officially in the unspooling phase of this mission where we are purely reacting.
Pull on the
I-
sweater, and eventually the whole thing will unravel.
Exactly. It doesn't seem like we are at a position
Whoa,
where
whoa.
we can
Well, then-
keep investigating. Now it seems like we're in a position where we have to just react to what's going on around us.
Yeah.
Because I want to go in and lock this door and just start asking Melissa questions.
Waterboard, Melissa.
But I also don't necessarily know if I want to pull another person in. But she is clearly involved in some way, shape, or
Maybe
form.
we can do some interrogation that doesn't compromise, like that isn't super aggressive, like to ask where she was, like try to get some information out of her about where she
Exactly.
was last night. Like,
If Agnes went around to see, because like the familiar went around the back of the building and kind of disappeared. That's why we went up.
that's another lead.
So
is the
familiar, when you guys saw it, it stopped, and it basically went around the corner, and that's where you guys are walking up now.
Okay, so,
so
nothing
there's
to go.
The second one went down the alleyway. in a
So if
different
where you
direction.
guys are standing and you're looking directly ahead of you, that's the way that the rabbit ran off. The hare
The first
ran
one.
off that way.
All right.
Yeah, when Duffy saw it.
Yeah. So
What do you guys do? You guys are standing outside here. People are passing you by.
yeah,
I think maybe one or two people go into the shop, kind of past you guys, and go in there. Come out a couple minutes later with a bag.
right.
Yeah, I think when it's empty, Duffy's just gonna walk in.
I'm super not about it, so I'll just cover the exits and I'll just watch outside. I'm not gonna pay attention to what's happening inside.
Ugh, yeah.
Strauss is staying outside of the front of the store, trying to think. In his mind, he's going through. There's nothing. Nobody knows. He doesn't know to trust anybody. He thinks there's somebody else involved that's jerking us all around, and so now his focus is: what is our actual goals here, and how do we identify one of the people we haven't identified the girl in the video outside the apartment murdered kids.
Agnes would go with Duffy just because I think the two best human people trying to get some answers is probably the best call.
Okay.
Duffy's gonna go aggressive though.
You're gonna go straight up like right off the bat?
Not like violent or physical, but like, and because that was his old job, is interrogating people. So he's gonna make sure she knows that he knows, and show his hand and get as much information.
All
as he
three of
can.
you are going in?
I'm not going to.
No.
He's
You're
not.
not?
So I was going to have us split up at that point, but considering that Agnes is still mic'd up, I'm assuming you guys will be able to hear the conversation. So I'm fine keeping you other two in the room here.
Yay.
I'm searching. I want to say if it comes
You ain't
to...
searching shit.
If you need, well, I'm keeping an eye, like,
you're
on
looking
the street, because now he thinks somebody's watching us, or somebody's following us, or something is...
Yeah, no, makes sense.
Being
going on.
surveilled.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Surveyed? Surveilled?
They're watching you.
Surveilled?
Surveyed?
Are you telling me that it always feels like someone's watching you?
Yeah.
Somebody's watching me.
I can't get no privacy.
Whoa.
That's what you come here for. Shitty renditions of songs.
Oh, yeah.
We just have a playlist for this episode of just stalker songs.
Is there more stalkers?
I'll be watching.
I would say,
There's
like,
an Adele song.
everything by the police.
There's also that one stalker song that goes,
What? Is that what you're talking about? You just... Oh, yeah.
it's what stalker
breathing.
song.
Yeah.
Like,
Or-
10 hours of stalker
Yeah.
noises.
Or anything on the Twilight soundtrack.
I never watched Twilight.
Yeah.
I think I would nominate the, was it Somebody Like You song from Adele? Where it's like the whole song is her showing up at like her ex-boyfriend's house. Just being like, never mind, I'll find someone like you.
Oh, wow.
I wish nothing but the best for you. It's like, the whole
that's
song's like,
weird.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry I showed up uninvited.
He's like, I'm going to call the cops.
Yeah, right.
You got to go.
Are you
We've been
drunk?
over this.
Go home.
It's 2:30 in the morning.
That's fucking weird.
You said you were a witch. You said this in Ellensburg, Washington.
Okay, so you both step inside, and neither of you have gone inside yet. No.
No.
Agnes did.
Yeah.
And so as you guys walk in, she kind of looks at you and she's just like, can I help you with something? Are you just going to pop in and pop out again?
No, I'm looking for some cleansing stones. I have a kind of a bad aura around me lately.
And as she says that, Duffy is going to lock the door and then flip the open sign to close.
Shit.
Damn. Okay.
Yep.
And so she's kind of looking at you. She's like, yeah, cleansing stones would be...
Smoky quartz. I don't know if you know that. Smoky quartz.
I wouldn't, because it's all made up bullshit. So.
Okay. It's not, but okay. No.
Not to Agnes.
Agnes thinks it's bullshit. She would think it's bullshit.
Yeah. That's fine. Believe what you want. I'm not gonna give a fuck. Yeah, so she would be like, yeah, let me show you over here where they're at. And so she takes you over to the shelf of smoky quartz.
Good job.
Yeah. I'm glad I remember that from 45 seconds ago.
Oh, yeah.
And then once they get to the smoky quartz, Duffy is going to be like,
Pull out a smoking gun.
"Where's that?"
This quartz isn't smoky enough.
Spin-off podcast. Just Duffy.
What's this for an aura, bitch?
That's going to be our Hobbs and Shaw spinoff.
God damn it.
Clamsford and Stratosphere. Okay.
I listened to this.
Sorry.
I listened to it so much.
Funny. So many good lines that could come out of this.
But yeah. So he's gonna be like, "Where's the rabbit, Melissa?
Why are you saying it like that?
Where's the hair?"
Well, because he slipped alcohol into his,
Oh.
I mean, consistently drinking.
yeah. And she's like, we don't have any rabbits here. I don't know how to help you with that. I'm sorry.
You don't know what I'm talking. You don't know what I'm talking about. Where's the rabbit that we saw here last night?
She's like, I don't. There was no rabbit. I closed up and went home. Unless you saw a rabbit here, I don't know what to help you with.
We did. What time did you close up? Because we came here and it was wide open and disgusting.
She's like, I don't know. I think it was. I can go check the security camera. Let me go take a look. And she kind of
security
walks away.
cameras.
Why don't we?
I looked for security cameras.
So I meant like her system. So she goes like over to her system to see what time she clocked out.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So she goes over to like the security system. She's like, looks like I clocked out at 10:30.
I'm
She's
gonna
giving us this information.
So when did we get there? Just so I don't know.
You guys would have got there later than that.
I'm gonna do the human
Yeah,
thing.
same.
I got 42 under 81.
Okay.
84 over 80. I don't believe her for
Damn.
a second.
+1 on your thing. +1.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, give yourself one.
Appreciate it.
Okay, let me see here. What'd you roll?
It was 46 under or 42 under 81.
Okay. You definitely, as she's handing you this piece of paper, you look at the sheet, and it does say that there was a clock out at that time, but you could tell in her voice that, like, she might not be 100% telling you the truth.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay. I think it's about this time Agnes, like, takes out her FBI badge, like, and she's just, like, kind of whips it open, and she's like, "Ma'am, I'm sorry to disturb you on your working day, but I am associated with the FBI, and I don't know if you've known about the Spooner Avenue murders that happened a couple of years ago. This is just some follow-up questions, so we would really appreciate your cooperation at this time, and we'll be out of your hair very shortly." Hair.
Hey, nice. Yeah.
And she kind of, like, whips it back, puts it in her pocket.
And
Nice.
she
Good move.
looks at you, and she's like, okay, yeah, what do you need?
Oh, thank you so much for your cooperation. We'll try to make this very brief. So you say that you did clock out last night. Do you remember going home? You don't remember seeing anything strange or unusual during your drive?
She's like, no, I don't really drive. I don't live too far away. I've got like a block or two walk, so I just walked home.
Oh, what's your address?
She's like, I mean, I don't really feel comfortable giving you that.
That's okay. We can just look it up. I mean, either way, one or the other.
How are you going to look it up?
With the FBI. You think we could look something like that up? I mean, your name is Melissa, and I mean, it's the establishment owner of this
Okay,
lunar
then
gift.
go ahead and look it up then.
Oh, well, easy peasy.
Gotcha.
And she kind of like puts her hand to her ear, and then she's just like, can we get 10-4
Nice.
on that? And then she just kind of like,
Good move.
Yeah. And I'm like on it.
You just hears a voice from the other side. On it.
But,
I also I just walk in and hand,
door's locked.
oh,
door's
that's right,
locked,
you
yeah.
locked. That's right, okay. Yeah, I
Sorry.
can't walk in. I jiggle the door and go, fuck, and then just walk away like
Just put it through the mail slot. But Duffy's gonna ask, did you go to any events or organizations last night after work?
She's like, no, I just went directly home.
Straight home, no book clubs?
I'm not part of a book club.
Not part of any book clubs?
I know there's like the Crest Furniture book club and they do stuff, but I'm not part of that.
Hmm.
They didn't invite me,
Mm.
so
okay.
Why do you think that is? Aren't you friends with them?
I mean I know them. We're small businesses, so we talk about stuff like that and from time to time. But I can't say I've ever hung out with Marissa and all them on a regular basis.
All right. So a few years ago, just down the road, the 1206 Spooner Avenue murders, there was, you were owning this establishment at that time when the murders were happening?
Yep, yeah, I remember that.
Oh, do you have
I mean,
any?
not the entire time, right? They spanned quite a
Oh
bit
yeah,
of time.
decades. Just so much death in that house, really. Is there anything strange that you've seen between when the house burnt down and to this day? Like anything of note that you would just anything eerie or anything out of place?
I mean, I've probably had more people come in here looking for like dream catchers and stuff like that for, terrible bad dreams and stuff like that, but I can't say I've ever had anything. People come in and, look for anything dark magic related, if that's what you're asking. I don't know what you're kind of hinting at here.
Oh,
so.
dark magic.
Did you have any dreams last night? Did you have any bad dreams last night?
She's like, no, not that I remember. So.
I mean, she was slaughtered.
I mean,
figured you might have
yeah.
a nightmare or two.
I'm just gonna ask her, do you have any you earn a brick and mortar shop. Is there any cameras that we didn't see for some reason?
She's like, no, I mean, I've got a security system that kind of keeps people out. I mean, people are going to steal, right? Like, I don't get to stop them, so, I mean, what's the point of, they're going to take a crystal and I'm going to go to the police and then get caught up with a bunch of shit having to deal with getting them prosecuted for things? Like, it's just not worth it.
Well,
if they really wanted it that bad, they can fucking have it, right? Like,
right, yeah, they can have it. I mean, the end is soon, right? And she kind of just like looks at her to see what her reaction is.
And she kind of looks at you. She's like,
That was pretty sweet.
okay.
That's good, dude.
Are you threatening me?
I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
Okay.
She's going to roll on that,
yeah,
too.
good job. I'm gonna roll on that 3.
22 under 81.
It's a critical success.
Damn.
99 over 80.
That's a critical failure.
Why are we so hyperbolic right now?
Okay. So
Good, back up.
I got to figure out what's going to happen with that failure.
Well, what are you rolling for?
I'm rolling for human. As soon as she like presses her like that, I want to see if she sweats or flinches.
Jim Duffy, you feel like she is bullshitting you like you've never been bullshitted before in your life.
I knew it.
You absolutely think that she is, like you are 100% positive that she is the person.
Yep. The person who did all this?
Yeah. You are convinced that she's the one.
I knew it.
Agnes, as you talk to her, she doesn't, like, when you say that to her, there's nothing that really looks like it clicks in her eyes of, like, what? Like, yeah.
Okay. I mean, the end of the rodeo, so you must get a lot of business.
Yeah, not really. I mean, there's not a whole lot of rodeo people that are into, most of them are
Republicans.
I mean, they're religious based. They're usually Christians and stuff like that. They don't really believe in the homeopathic ways of healing and whatnot. So I get it. It's not but yeah, that's what it is.
So, are you good?
No, go.
Do you have more to ask?
No, go.
Just kind of reading the room, I feel like she was talking to Agnes and I, like, face to face.
Yes.
And Duffy is going to kind of, like, go over to where he's sort of next to her, looking like where his, I guess, chest would be facing Agnes at this point, so he's like switched directions.
So you're like, okay.
And he puts his like right hand up against like behind, like uncomfortably close to Melissa.
Okay.
Like really getting in her space, and he almost whispers to her, and his breath is kind of liquory. He's like, I know what you did last night. And I'm gonna get you. And we're gonna come back with the full force of the FBI and take you out. I can't prove it right now, but we're coming back, and I'm gonna get you tonight.
Oh my god.
And then Duffy's gonna unlock the door and leave.
No,
Okay.
that's like perfectly like in character. You know, it's like that is just a good way to play it.
Absolutely.
It's good.
And now, I mean, to be honest, I didn't really have anybody I was chasing. Now I do.
Yeah.
So, cool.
At least it's not Agnes anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
We
I was
saw
really
you
trying to find-
dead once. I'm going to see you in the ground next time.
I'm gonna know you are because I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so all right, so we're all back. We're out.
No,
Agnes
Agnes is still inside.
Okay.
Agnes just kind of looks like at what happened, and like Duffy walking out, she's like, "What the
Yeah. What the
fuck just
She
happened?"
kind of looks. She's like, "You keep really interesting company." I'm assuming the other two were with you.
God,
Well, you did say that they were.
no, I didn't say anyone was outside.
No, but
two
she asked about the
people
other
walk-
two people.
Yeah,
and
two
you
random
told
ass
her-
people
Oh,
walked
okay.
inside.
You
Yeah.
told
I
her
was
they were
like-
coworkers.
Yeah, they're with me. There seems to be some, extra thing. It's just extra FBI security with the rodeo going on, and nothing to worry about.
I don't know. I would be worried if I was you.
I'm worried. Believe me.
They don't have good energy surrounding them. Your energy, though, your energy's good.
Oh,
I think you'll be okay. But the other three,
that's not good.
I wouldn't trust them if I was you. Keep an eye on them.
Can I do a human on that?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna switch up my dice
Okay,
again.
what did you get for your 22?
Duffy didn't leave the store. He heard all that.
Well, we're
mic'd
still
up.
Yeah.
You are, yeah.
Forgot.
83 over 81. No,
She just seems like she's looking out for you.
Damn.
Can I do a human on that?
Yeah, go for
Heard
it.
it, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
But you don't trust her probably, so it doesn't.
Well, now it's do I trust Agnes? So I got a 40. So
You got
what?
40?
What do I think she's actually telling Agnes with that? Because it's obvious.
I think. Well, you didn't fail, so I think you get the sense that there
Agnes is a witch.
No, you get the sense
Okay.
that she is telling Agnes to like watch you guys. Like
Okay.
like there's something.
Watch yourself around us.
Yeah, watch yourself around you
Got it,
guys.
okay.
that she's picked up on something that you three have that she's not comfortable with, so she's mainly just like passing something on to Agnes.
What we have is not horns.
Agnes failed, so she's just kind of like is like questioning it, like is that a in her head, she's not saying it out loud. She's kind of like, is that a threat of some kind? I don't know. Like, she was just off put by that statement, but she doesn't like do anything about it. And she kind of meanders out the door, and she wants to check the back room, but I mean, if everything else seems like normal and this person is like, back from the fucking dead, she's going to assume that there's no like major clues in the back. And even Strauss said it looked fine, so she's not gonna bother this woman even further and potentially call the police, which she does not want. So.
Give me an alertness roll as you're leaving the store.
Oh.
Sure. I'm going to use my pickle dice.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Thank you for nobody making a pickle dice joke there. Proud of you all.
What's this one?
You got 14, I think.
I got 14 under 60.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
Alert as hell.
I am very alert.
You are. All right, everybody take your headphones off except for Agnes. Agnes, as you kind of do one last look around the store, in a sense, you're looking, kind of scanning the area. You see that the computer that she has behind the counter, like she has a
sales system.
Yeah, it is open to a Facebook page, and as you look at it, the photos are of a brown-haired woman that has a different facial structure as Melissa Beck.
Oh, so like a relative?
No. Looks like somebody different. You can't make out, like, it's not super blown up on there, but the photos that you can look at, they look like of somebody who's, like, hanging out with younger kids and whatnot like that.
Okay. Is there a name on top of the page or anything?
It's not, you're just kind of a quick glance that you get. You're not able to make anything out from there,
Sure.
but that's what you see.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys exit out. You're all standing outside of this business. What do you guys do now?
We got her. We got her, boys.
So did we hear anything? Hear anything from what just happened?
No.
Well, I've been sitting outside scanning to see anybody following us or anything.
Give me an alertness roll.
Alertness? I have alertness of 70. If that
Oh,
matters.
then you're good. No. The one thing that you do see is you see those same people walking around trying to get interviews.
Oh,
They're like they're walking towards you guys, like walking towards the Ellensburg Fairgrounds, and it seems like one of the guys is like shooting streets of like packed with people.
This is the fucking Delta Green team.
Really, the media people that are taking pictures?
Why not?
Because that's a good cover.
Because no one takes pictures of the media people.
Yeah, why not?
And they take pictures of everything.
Yeah.
We've seen them. This is the third time.
Yeah, they tried to interview you at the one point, and then I think that's only 2 times you've seen them.
What was the interview? I don't remember that.
Well, no, they asked if they could interview us, and we kind of went, no thanks, bye.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I
I
think
thought we saw them another time, too. Like, just walking down the street or
You
something.
might have seen them when you guys were out at the bar. They were taking photos of stuff.
That might have been it.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you definitely see them. They're walking down. They're not necessarily interviewing people. Like, they're just kind of the guys with the cameras taking, like, wider shots, getting, like, the people walking towards the rodeo. They probably are, like, setting up, like, a point where the guy's probably going to give, like, a speech of some sort.
I want to pull out my phone if I see them
Sure.
and just try to, like, zoom in and get a picture of 1 or 2 faces.
I think you can get that.
And I'm going to text them to, like, and this is, kind of while I'm outside.
Yeah.
And they're inside. Text them to Wes and ask, do you recognize any of these people?
Ooh, that's
Okay.
a smart call.
Good call.
So what do I see of Agnes? Like, she's still in there or what?
She comes walking out.
Okay.
And you guys are kind of standing out in front of the store.
I think what Agnes would want to do is, like, think about what she just saw before she left and kind of, like, absorb it and, like, think about, like, what the next course of action would be. And she's kind of done, like, just hiding information from everybody because, like, she hid information and then, like, Strauss and Duffy were just so untrusting and just now, like, coming around after everything. So she's just going to be, like, open about it because she's not going to solve this thing by herself. She needs help. She needs her team. But she's going to just be, like, think about it for a little bit and then she's going to be, like, acid reflux.
Yes.
On Melissa's computer screen before I left, there was a Facebook page open. to someone who had a similar facial structure as Melissa Beck?
She did not have.
Oh, she did not
No,
have?
didn't look like her at all.
Doesn't look like her
okay.
at all. I didn't see a name. I didn't see...
Wait.
What?
So wait, what do you
It's
say?
just a Facebook
So
page,
I saw
right?
a Facebook page open with photos with a brunette woman hanging out with a younger crowd on Melissa's...
You would say like her hair was probably like shoulder length. It
Shoulder
wasn't
length.
dreads or anything like that.
And is there a way we could like hack into Melissa's computer to see her history to see what page she was looking at?
I would have to. I mean, it'd be kind of. I don't know. I guess I could try to, but it's harder to get history because I'd have to get access to like her like user and like log in. But I guess I could do that. I could try. I don't know.
I mean, you
She'd
have
to
one job.
She'd have to have wireless. So
I think we set up that she had Wi-Fi.
yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. She did have a
believe we
Wi-Fi.
said
Yeah.
that
So I could try that. Mm-hmm. But I'd
You're
have
the
to,
technobabble guy.
I don't have my computer with me, so
Let's go get it.
yeah, it's in the van. So yeah, we could drive back and I could try to take a look.
Oh, it's at the van. I mean, you guys parked like you guys are probably like 2 or 3 blocks away now.
Yeah. So I'd have to go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys all going to go back to the van, or?
Well, I'm gonna, because I'm the only one that saw the photos and can recognize them, so I have to go with that.
Well, I'm assuming you could probably just look up the IP address, right, and see where it went. Like you could probably. I'm assuming if you look at somebody's Wi-Fi deep enough, you can see the pages they visited.
Well, I mean, it's
because even
yeah.
like Google,
So
like
what are we hoping to get out of this? Though?
even if you like do Google like incognito, like it still
Still.
tracks the website you go to. It just
Yeah.
doesn't
Right,
post it.
right.
So I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
if you
Yes.
would know that you could get in there and look at her
Yeah.
internet history.
Right on. Yeah, that sounds good. That's what I'll do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because basically, I don't know what the lead is, but I mean, if it's
Well,
if
we know what time that we left the shop. I don't know why I'm
I
actually
would say
checking the
probably
time.
now it's probably like this is all probably taking what like half an hour, 45 minutes, so it's still
So-
like 10:30, 10:45
Yeah,
ish.
it's early.
So I can give you the time that the page was up, and then you could look
Take
it
it
up.
from there. Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, but what are we hoping to get out of it? I guess that's what
Well,
I'm missing.
Melissa Beck was deceased less than 24 hours ago, and she was looking up an ambiguous Facebook page with some middle-aged brunette woman.
Nope, look younger.
Younger? Yep. Younger woman hanging out with a younger crowd. I don't know. It's just the only lead that we have.
Well, this is what I'm having trouble understanding. I mean, that she could just be on a friend's Facebook page. What's the point?
The point is that it's a lead.
Well, I mean, well, the other thing, we actually do have a lead
Just
in
the
terms of
tattoo
we have
shops.
2 tattoo shops.
Yep.
And we're trying to identify who this girl in the security footage was.
True.
Because that's the only person, like the only connection we have to these 2 murders that brought us here.
We
It's
also have-
obvious. It was Melissa in a wig.
Did Melissa have an ankle tattaoo?
You couldn't see.
We have a
She
tattoo.
did it. We
Nobody
know she
looked
did it.
Nobody
for one,
looked?
and she has like a big long dress on, so no one said trim the ankles, girl.
I'd like to jump in my time machine, go back to last night, and look at
Well-
her dead ankles.
I'm gonna go back in there. I'm gonna kick open the door, pull a gun on her, and say, "Give me the
Let me
ankles."
see your ankles!
I mean, does my picture show her ankles at all that I took?
No, she was like over
Of
the
her dead body?
desk, and you
Yeah,
took a
No.
panoramic.
Yeah, like if anything, you would have been looking at her right side,
Okay.
like when she was sitting, like she was facing away from you guys. So.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, the thing is that there's 2 tattoo shops in town. We have 11 hours to kill. You guys can clearly and easily cover the
we
book.
looked at Robber's
that.
Tattoo and Ink Society. I'm just trying to think of a good angle for why they would tell a random person, yeah, I've done that tattoo on a girl. Her name is whatever.
I mean,
I think-
you could. So I mean, you have no tattoos, so I'm not saying this is like a derogatory thing, but there are tattoo artists will have typically a booklet
Yep.
of tattoos that they've done that you can look through and see like the previous work they've done. So you could go there and look through one of those in hopes of finding one.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, the only, I'm almost positive, unless I missed something, that this girl, if it's not a person in a wig, that it's Hannah Warner. She's the only blonde that's 18, could go get her own tattoo. I think that's more likely
Right.
than one of the other 2 having gotten parental permission or whatever. Or maybe it's a scuzzy tattoo shop. Who knows? But
17-ish is 18-ish, basically.
yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out an angle to walk into a tattoo shop and see if they've done this tattoo.
You need a sweet piece of ink. Duh.
Yeah, I guess
bro.
so.
I think
You gotta
we,
compliment your back tattoo, your son.
I think we need to focus our efforts on Melissa Beck because she is obviously a demon. And she's able to resurrect herself. So I think as Delta Green, we need to focus our effort on her.
That's
obvious.
my thing. Is I can't. I've been racking my brain for a motive for why anyone would have weaved that illusion to us. Or
I think that whoever made us see that is trying to mislead us.
I think someone. Well, Duffy thinks that someone killed Melissa Beck, who was on the good side, and then Melissa, being cohorts with the Dark Man, got a second chance at it and came back.
Yeah.
That's what Duffy thinks.
Oh, control, undo.
Well,
you know,
then
Yeah.
like, undo
Marissa
their shit.
Crest is not on our side because she didn't know anything about the murder.
So, is she also on the bad side?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it could be anyone in the book club too. Like so,
Both
getting
sides
any-
are
Anybody
murder.
and everybody at this point.
Yeah.
Both sides are murdering people.
be Agnes.
So it just.
Could be probably Agnes.
I'm just above paranoia from Melissa, so I'm not the worst person in Duffy's mind. I hope.
Oh, yeah. You're cool.
Cool now.
Yeah.
We cool. Okay.
He's really flip floppy.
So since we're here, can I see anything obvious that second rabbit that Duffy saw in the car that night, that you went down that one alleyway? Is there anything interesting down that alleyway or on
No,
the other
it's
side
just
of it?
the road itself leads to the road ends in the intersection down there. There's another main road. Like I don't know. I think it's like East Fifth Avenue or something like that. With that point, and then there is a kind of the right side of the buildings. There's like a insurance company, a restaurant, and then there's some apartment buildings above. On the left-hand side, there is a men's boutique clothing store, I believe it's the Kittitas Republican County office. There is a...
the bank?
No, like Kittitas Republicans.
Oh.
And there is a Dollar's Tree, and then the road ends. And across from that, there's a church that used to be an old movie theater.
Well, I almost think at this point, those hairs were like trying to split us up. Like at this point, like maybe...
Do we know the locations? Sorry to quick interrupt. Robbers Tattoo and Ink Society. Do we know where they are?
Yeah, so
Is there-
Robbers Tattoos it's about
Are they walking distance?
3 blocks south on East 3rd Avenue
Okay.
from where you guys are. And then Ink Society is going to be kind of further out towards I'm trying to remember. It's almost in between where you guys originally stayed at in the hotels in Ellensburg.
It's further away, though.
Yeah, there's like a strip mall
So-
out there with like a Bi-Mart, the movie theater's out there. It's kind of in that area.
Okay. So I'm assuming with Wes telling us these two, we would have got locations, so Strauss would know where they are.
Right, yes.
Since we're trying to figure out what the hell to do next, Duffy's suspicious of Melissa. Agnes is not as suspicious. Like, we're all trying to decide what to do. Strauss is going to say, look, I don't know what our next step is. We have, how long until we have a meeting if we decide to go to this book club?
Oh, very pretentious.
Air quotes, book club.
Perfect amount of pretension.
Strauss hates reading.
He goes, I'm going to go check out Robbers Tattoo. Flip through some books, see if I can find this thing.
Sure.
And Chris, somebody didn't even think about that they might just have books of their profiles.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to literally go and just search that.
You don't have a tattoo nerd.
Yeah, I don't. I do
Okay.
want one, though.
Another lead that I want to say out loud, maybe I do this while you're doing that, is the hair originally took us away from the monitoring that we were
And
monitoring.
that's the
Yes.
other thing. He's like, people talking about hairs I didn't see. I'm
Yeah.
going.
I thought you were going to help me with the Facebook then.
Well, I might. I can. Well,
I might.
I'm
The techno guy.
Let me tell the rest of. So they took us away from the apartment that we were monitoring. It might have been that there was something there, and that the hair was meant to distract us from that. So we still have the bugs there. So going back and checking those might be worth it as
Okay.
well. So maybe I can look at help you with this computer now. If you think there's something there, which I'm for. Facebook, like finding the friends, like Melissa's friends, might be good. Like we found the network, or that social network has been interesting before. And then go to the apartment. Does that sound good?
Sounds
Sure.
good.
Okay.
So, what's Jim Duffy gonna do?
I think Duffy's going to stake out lunar gifts all day.
Okay.
I think he's going to make
Until-
sure that
until
It's not a bad plan.
the lady that definitely did all this, Melissa Beck, doesn't go anywhere.
Okay. I like it.
All right.
Well, I have to figure out how we're gonna split this up. Let's start with Strauss, since you seem to have the most concrete idea,
Okay.
like you were gung-ho about. So we'll start with you. So you guys only have one car that I've assumed you guys brought here.
Yes.
So you...
Strauss is...
So you're going to go to Robbers, right?
Because it's within
Cool.
walking distance.
Perfect. So you take off, leave the three of them there. What are you thinking about as you're walking? Like, what's going through his head as you're making this probably like
It's-
10-minute walk, we'll say?
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing going through his head when, like, every time there's been questions and, like, we have a million leads, he's going back to, like, okay, what is my concrete thing? Like, that's why
Right.
he's looking at West as chain of command is we're going to go with West.
Okay.
Because if I don't, then I don't have one. But so this is just like, we have a million ways to go, but we have a single solid lead. We're trying to identify a person, so let's just start.
Perfect. Are you going back the way that those camera guys are at, or are you going a different way?
I'm a little... I mean, I would need a map to really keep it totally
So
clear.
you guys are like, basically, you guys right now are like on the corner of East 4th Avenue.
So if you have
Are you
the
going to
map-
go back to East 3rd and walk down?
I'm going the most direct route.
Okay, so you're going to go down a block to East 3rd and then walk, however, like 4 blocks south.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
And the whole time I am kind of keeping alert.
Give me an alertness roll as you're walking then.
Okay.
Or sorry, you have a 60?
70.
70. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, so you make it to Robbers Inc. or whatever.
Robert's tattoo.
Robbers Tattoo. So I'm gonna start that over again. So you make it to Robbers Tattoos, and it is it's similarly laid out to a lot of like the main downtown corridors are kind of the same thing. Like there's 2 big windows. There's a door in the entryway.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing as like a lot of downtowns.
Yeah,
and
there's some
small towns.
vinyl lettering that says Robbers Tattoo. You can look through the window, and it looks like there's 3 shops set up. I guess stations would to be called. And you walk in. You are greeted by a younger, probably like mid-20s woman. She's got big gauged ears. Tattoos all up and down her arm. Tattoo on her neck. She's got her nose pierced. Like through the septum, not on the side. And she looks at you. She's like, "What's up? You looking to get a tattoo?"
Yeah, I am. I think it's been quite a while since I got one, and you know, it's about time.
My Search and Destroy is getting worn out. That's another Henry Rollins tattoo.
Oh. Yeah.
Sorry. It's funny to me, goddammit.
Yeah, no, it's just also funny to me because, like, I'm like, yeah, Henry Rollins is a week based on. I know shit about Henry Rollins.
That's fine. Yeah, so she's like, all right, well, she's like, yeah, we got,
You guys got some portfolios I can look through? I mean, I've never been here, so I'm curious about, everybody's kind of vibe.
in town for the week, for the rodeo.
I am. Yeah, and I know it's kind of cliche. Show up to the rodeo, maybe get a tattoo, but I promise I'm not going to get like a cowboy tattoo. But
She's like, hey man, money's money. Whatever you want to get, we'll do.
All
She's
right,
like,
well,
she's like, yeah, over, you see, as you kind of come through, there are 2 couches and there's like a table. She's like, yeah, over the table, they have there's like Jake, Crystal, and Anthony. Yeah,
cool.
she's like, yeah, go ahead and flip through those. Let me know if you see anything.
perfect.
And so
And I'm flipping through looking for. I mean, I don't think I wrote which ankle it was on.
it was left ankle.
Yeah, all I wrote is right above her ankle is a tattoo of wings. It said left ankle.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's put that
All right.
in my notes.
Give me a luck roll to see if you find it.
Luck roll. So I'm 1 to 50.
1 to 50. You find it. 51 to above, you don't.
77.
Yeah.
Damn.
So now you know where it's at, right? It's not here.
It said Ink
So,
Society. Yeah.
Ink Society would be your next bet. So that's something you do learn. You spend probably 15, 20 minutes flipping through these tattoos. And, I mean, they're not the best tattoos. Like, if you're looking at the quality, they're okay. There's nothing award-winning here. It looks just like you'd get if, I would say a mid-tier tattoo shop.
So
it looks like Crystal's really good. A lot of her stuff is really, really detailed. But the other 2, yeah, I don't know if you'd want that on
So
your body.
I could honestly tell her, like, hey, Nothing here is super blowing my skirt up, but I'm gonna go check out Ink Society. I might be back. Who knows?
So she's like, all right, yeah, well, she's like, take a business card, give us a call in case we're busy, we can
absolutely.
set something
And
up.
if they have ones for everybody, like
Yeah, they
everybody
do.
there, I would grab each one.
Perfect, yeah.
Make it actually look like I'm interested.
Cool, yeah. She's like, yeah, just let them know. I mean, we're not super busy right now, but things might kick up a little bit later, so.
Is it? So Ink Society is further.
It's outside of, yeah, you'd have to drive there, or it's
Okay.
going to be like a half-hour walk.
I mean, I was thinking like Uber, get an Uber out there, but like,
Okay. Yeah,
but I don't
yeah.
know if like
Uber's in town.
the other thing is, I don't know what they're doing. I guess at this point, if I don't see it, how long does this take me? You think?
I'm going to say this whole entire thing probably takes you spent 10 minutes to walk here, and being inside, you're probably there for 15, say 20 minutes total from
So,
talking,
takes
sitting
about a
down, flipping
half
through
hour.
everything. Yeah. Okay.
Then after I don't find it, I hop out, give everybody else a call,
Okay.
and kind of see where they're at, see if I can get a ride to Ink Society.
Give me an alertness roll.
Alertness roll.
Yes.
45 under 70.
Perfect. You exit out, you pick up your phone and start to call the others, and you look over to kind of the direction you came, and you see a familiar face on the corner looking at you. As one of those folks from the news crew is staring right at you.
You said around the corner, like, is he like peeping around the
It's
corner?
like he's standing. It's like he's standing in the open, kind of like looking around. But as soon as you walk out, you noticeably see him turn and look at
Fuck. Okay.
you, as if he's been following,
and
waiting
then
for you to come
and
out.
like, I think Strauss is no stranger to being in this kind of tense
Yeah.
situation. He's going to pull out his phone as nonchalant as he can and start walking the other way.
Okay.
And the intent is going to be to try to lose them
Okay.
with stealth.
Give me-
which I have a 70 in.
Give me a roll, and I'm gonna roll to see if they can keep an eye on you.
I do want to. I'm actually calling the peeps. Though,
Sure, yeah.
So, that is a 2 under 70.
Okay.
That is it's your Cthulhu dice, so the symbol is 00, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So yeah, 2.
Okay. So you start to follow them through, or sorry, you start to try to lose them. And which way are you going? Are you going to try to like duck down
they
an
were-
alleyway? So you like.
They were like,
They're more towards the town. So if you keep walking like the way you're going, which would be west, you're going to end up going towards like where the Fred Meyer was. So you can hit the corner and then take a start heading south, and that will take you to the Fred Meyer area over there.
Okay. So with that in mind, that is what he's going to try to do.
Okay.
Go into the Fred Meyer, potentially lose people there, and exit out. Maybe try to like sneak in the back. I'm going to the bathroom and leave out the back.
Gotcha.
That's like his goal.
Okay.
And he's going to be calling the team while this happens.
Okay. Gotcha. So we see you get to the Fred Meyer. You're kind of making your way, looking for where the back room is, right? Because the bathrooms typically there aren't. Typically bathrooms are more towards the front.
Yeah, I guess that's right.
So I mean, you could try to go like into the employee area and then pop out an employee exit.
that's kind of what my thought process was.
Okay. Cool. So you're looking,
and walk like I belong there. Who's going to stop me?
right? I'm with you. So you are walking through there, making this call to them, and you kind of turn the corner, and so you let's say you enter in one of the sides of the Fred Meyer. You are walking towards the center, where like the kind of the area where the bathroom should be. And as you turn the corner and look, you see another one of those news members on the other side looking at you, and he starts walking directly towards your direction.
Fuck me. If I'm looking down the aisle and I see that, I keep going.
Yeah, you're not down an aisle. You're like kind of in the big opening area. And
Okay,
then you
and
kind
I
of
see him. Like,
and then you look behind you and you see there's another guy coming right behind you. That was bad. That was bad phrasing. There's another guy entering the store right behind you.
shit.
We'll see what happens next episode.
Ah!
Also, I remember like watching my parents get super drunk and like throwing gasoline on each other and then lighting it, trying to like
What?
what? You guys did not party.
I
I
don't know
remember
if
my
that's
parents.
partying.
My parents would have a bonfire, and then they would fill up. My dad and his friends would fill up like cans of gas or like little cups of gas, and then they would like throw them through the gas or through the fire at people.
Good lord.
Oh, Christ,
I
dude.
mean, Chris is the most punk out of all of us.
Yeah.
He
I thought
truly-
my mortar or my fire rocket fights or firework fights were the bad thing, but damn, that sounds bad.
We had a Bible fight one time. That was me and my friends.
Bible thumpers?
Did you light him on fire?
No, but there were those orange.
Just hurl Bibles at each other?
Yeah, remember those orange Bibles
yeah.
they used to give you at school?
Oh, the little
Yeah,
tiny ones?
we've
yeah.
done that, yeah.
So we kept a ton of them.
Just tomahawk them at each other.
Yeah, and I remember we were hanging out after band practice one day, and my buddy had like a whole, like, I don't know, he had like a fucking chest full of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember just picking one up, I'm like, Bible fight! And I just hucked him and hit him in the chest. And so we had a Bible fight.
Yeah. We had that Mormon church by our high school. We
They
used to get
hurt.
the tiny Book of Mormon.
They
You could,
hurt so bad.
Oh,
you
yeah.
could really chuck them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Especially if you get the combined one that has the Mormon and the Old Testament.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
no.
damn, you
Or you
throw
can
that
just
thing.
rubber band two together.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, so that was an afternoon.
So yeah,
You
on
are
this
literally
podcast,
a Bible thumper.
yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
we do drugs and we disrespect the Bible.
Yeah, exactly. We shit on the Bible. Sorry, there's a comedian that said that, and it's an old memory of mine. All right.
I mean, one of my favorite music lines is "Reject Christ, spit on the cross." So,
Shout out to Black Breath.
yeah, hardest fucking band.
No.
God, that's such a
Coolest
good song.
fucking band in the world.
Like I remember everybody was like, if you had to walk up music, what would it be? I'm like, spit on the cross. Like,
Honestly,
that is my one.
Stop what you're doing right now. Like, this podcast is cool and all, but go listen to Black Breath right now and then come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. So, what would your guys' walk up music be if you had a sporting event? What would your walk up music be?
I have three. I
Okay.
have two or three. My first one for my just edgy persona would be Firestorm by Earth Crisis.
Nice, good job.
Dun,
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah. So bitchin'. And then my second one would be my like clean cut heel all American character,
Okay.
and that is Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel.
Oh,
With
talking about
the-
his dick. Yeah.
Flute. Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I wanna be by Sledgehammer. Call my name. Whoa. Yeah, dude. Are you
Open up your fruitcake.
That song might be about Peter Gabriel's dick. Would it be my walk up song? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't know.
What's your third one?
Skip me.
I don't remember. I'll try to remember.
Okay.
But yeah.
I think Killswitch Engage did a cover of one of the Dio songs.
They did Holy Diver.
Holy Diver. Mine would be Holy
Yeah,
Diver.
yeah.
Okay.
That'd be pretty.
That's good.
Yeah.
Shake It Off by Taylor Swift.
Good. That's
Ooh,
good.
that is a
one.
good one.
Nice.
Yeah.
It'd be some anime shit for me. I'm just skipping it out. It'd be some weird
It'd be
stuff.
the intro to.
Gurren Lagann intro.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what's the?
Holy shit.
What's the one with the Attack on Titan?
There you go.
Oh,
That'd be
fuck.
pretty good. That'd be pretty good.
Oh my god, dude.
That thing slaps.
That's a good song.
There are a couple intro songs for Attack on Titan intros that where they just go hard.
Damn.
Yeah, I think I think Spit on the Cross would be Black Breath. Spit on the Cross would be like my main theme,
Yeah, that's a really good one.
and I think there's the song by Sabretooth Zombie where he's just like, "Get the fuck away from me!" He's like, "Kick rocks, dummy!" And I would kick rocks.
Oh, I have been
That would
listening.
be one of mine.
I have been listening to the band called Soul Glow.
Okay, I've heard of them.
Yeah, that,
like that.
There's. I'll send you it. It's fucking sick.
It's a dope name.
Yeah, one song he just talks about fighting people.
I'll fight you. You don't want to fucking fight me.
It's fucking great. That'd be my third choice.
I think if I was going to do the heel, I would probably do like Blood for Blood or something like that.
That song makes. I love you, mom, but that's Blood for Blood makes me want to punch my family.
Blood for Blood is
Yeah.
fucking horribly
But
bad,
you're
but it's great.
Fucking Spit on the Cross says a heel song too. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. I think Black Breath would be like that, like, or Blood for Blood would probably be like
Yeah.
the ultimate, just like, I ain't like you.
Yeah,
That whole entire, like, the end of the song is just like, the line to suck my dick starts to the left.
Yeah, like
It's like,
I feel like
or the one where it begins, he's like, fucking your pussy was like fucking a wound from a shotgun blast with gangrene.
yeah.
Good lord.
I saw when Blood for Blood played Seattle.
Amazing.
This guy got punched in the face so hard that I don't think he knew where he was at afterwards.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then the stage just filled up with people, and the
Yeah.
security was like, "I don't know what to do."
That happened when last time Integrity played, or a while ago, Integrity played Seattle, and Dwid, the lead singer of Integrity, and the drummer were tied to racist bands.
Classic.
And so they started their set, and a bunch of sharps came right before Integrity played. They got in there, and then they jumped Dwid and the drummer and beat the shit out of them on stage.
Nice.
And like the bass player's like standing there with his bass like ready to swing it, but they're not touching him. They're just beating up the two racists, and then they left.
Fuck yeah. Shout out to Sharps. You know who you are.
Yep.
You know who you are. Shout out to you guys.
I was gonna say, can I switch my song? Because there's a song that I think that really encapsulates like my essence, and it's Aurora, and it's "Cure for Me." I don't know if you've listened to that
I have
song.
no idea what that is.
No,
I thought you were
check
going
it
to
out,
pick
though.
something from Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Landslide. But I don't know. She's just like, if you ever watch the music video, it's just her like just being like, "There's no cure for me," and she's just like dancing this cute little dance, and there's no cure for me, and she's like going crazy, and I'm like, I feel like at like 45, I'm going to be just crazy. I'm just going to be that person that's just like, you know what, birds are fake.
There you go. That works.
So
there we go.